super excited.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Good morning. Yes, it's the morning. It's a gloomy day out here in San Antonio. We are on our way to Target right now to just grab something. Then we plan on going to the river walk. Then we plan on having some barbecue. You know, the day looks a bit gloomy though, like it might rain. But guess what? That nah stop us. Say it, Brisky.
Not non-stop us. How do you say it?
That nah stop us.
That nah stop us.
We have to do the attitude. That nah stop us.
That nah stop us.
Exactly. Alright guys, stick with us and stay tuned for what we do today here in San Antonio. See ya.
Different from the start, love. How you learn, they never taught love. You keep it peaceful and equal. I'm used to wars, love, hard love. I'm used to trauma, used to drama. Gotta listen back.
Alright, so trying to find a vitamin, guys. Vitamin. Yeah, Osteo Bioflex. Yeah, trying to get some multivitamins for men. Well, not multivitamins, you know, some vitamins for our bones.
Is it a pill or?
I don't think it's chewable. I think maybe it's tablet or capsule. So yes, I think this is a triple strength. Let me see if what the other one that she wants. Where did you find it? Triple strength.
You think, if you want to just get glucosamine, you can just get. This is like the same thing.
Yeah, I think the one that she takes is this one, but it has vitamin D. Let me check. But this one should work. I think mommy will be okay with this. Yeah. Alright guys, so the one that I normally get from mommy is the Osteo Bioflex with vitamin D, but not seeing any here in Target. So I'm just gonna work with this one. If anything, next time I'll just get her the other one. Yeah. Because it does the same thing.
Enough. You can get vitamin D other ways.
Exactly. And she live in Jamaica. She have the sun to get vitamin D from. Yeah. Right. Oh, we're going this. Oh. Alright, so that's it for Target. Now we're going to head out. We're gonna cash and just head out to go downtown San Antonio. We're now at the River Center. Not much people here at all.
It's kind of early on a weekday, so.
Yeah. But the less, the better. Oh well, look at that statue. Yes guys, so just stay tuned for a tour of the River Center. So this is one of the top things that you can do when you visit San Antonio. Where we will also maybe do the boat tour, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do that.
River cruise, depending on the time.
Yeah.
I don't know when they open. That's the problem. Later.
Yeah, because it's actually more beautiful in the night with the lights.
That's what I was saying yesterday. Like you might want to come.
Yeah, but yesterday we were kind of exhausted because we did so many things yesterday. So I just didn't see it as the best time to actually do a tour.
Right,
But it was beautiful when we visited last night. But let's see if they have daytime boat tour. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because there are some tourists who might just want to do it during the day and not night.
Yeah.
The Pedro Rise Stargazer 2022. Yeah, this was done by a Mexican artist called Pedro Rise. Beautiful Pedro Rise.
Phone up. Why you messing my head up? Any night, any day. Let me take you away. All I need is just saying yeah, 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 yeah. Better nights, better days when you're here with me, babe. Cause you're all that I crave, so I wonder.
Here you go. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Here you go. Take it.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Hey.
Let's do our boat tour. Let's do our boat tour.
Go.
By the time we're done with this boat tour, we're going to be coming back to this exact location. I got to go over some safety rules and regulations before we get started. Please, everybody remain seated at all times. We're going to be going underneath a lot of low-hanging bridges, so not trying to reach over and touch them with your hands. Some of them have sharp edges, so we don't want anybody cutting their beautiful little fingers. So this section over here on my left-hand side, from here to over there, this is called La Villita. La Villita in English means little village. This is the oldest neighborhood here in San Antonio. It was established in the year 1722. What happened was Spanish soldiers who were stationed at the Alamo, those Spanish soldiers that settled in this area, and that's how the neighborhood got started. If you guys go up these stairs behind those white walls, they still have some of the original homes that were here 302 years ago. They have turned most of those homes into like little shops, restaurants, art galleries, all kinds of cool stuff. Now this section down here, this is the Anderson River Theater, established in the year 1941. It has capacity for 800 people. They have concerts over here. They have at least 150 different events here per year. If you guys look to the right hand side, that's the stage. Are you guys familiar with the movie Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock? If you guys remember the movie, there was a part in that movie where Miss Sandra Bullock was doing a bikini competition. She was in this very same exact stage. If you guys remember the part very well, when Miss Sandra Bullock was on top of this stage doing her bikini competition, there was a part where she winks and then she giggles. That's because she saw me driving by on my boat. I'm not making this up, guys. Next time you guys watch the movie again and you see Miss Sandra Bullock doing that, you guys are gonna be like, yeah, that was Bob right there. That was Bob breaking hearts. I still remember like it was yesterday. You guys see the statues over there in front of us? The statue of the bulls with the cowboy on the back of the horse? It looked like a scene from the Wild Wild West. Building sitting right behind it, that's the Frisco Western Art Museum. They opened their doors back in the year 2013. They have a lot of cool artifacts inside this museum. But this same building is being here since the year 1930. In the year 1930, this building used to be the public library. Just a friendly reminder, everybody please remain seated. That bridge over there in front of us sits very, very low, and I need to make sure to align this boat to go right in the center of this opening so nobody hits their head. So a couple of weeks ago, I had a national basketball team. They came on the boat tour with me. Right when we were going underneath this bridge, I had to tell all those guys to lay down. Underneath this bridge is where most people get free haircuts.
Oh, it is really close.
Yeah, it is low.
You guys see the black table over there in front of us? That's the Father Massonet table. It was gifted to us back in the year 1991 by a local artist. But this day we're sitting on top of an island. The name of this island is Marriage Island. Over 300 couples get married in this island per year. If you guys would have been here during Valentine's Day, there was a crazy long line of couples trying to get on top of this island, either to get married or to propose.
Oh.
I was at the end of the line. I told my girl, this line is too long. Let's go sit at the bar instead. I didn't want to miss happy hour. But I don't know why she hasn't called me or texted me ever since. She's been acting toxic. I'm confused, yeah. How about this beautiful building on my left-hand side with a big beautiful flag all the way in the top of the building? That's the Tower Life building. It was built back in the year 1929 by the Smith Young brothers. Cost them $3 million to build this tower. $3 million. Do you guys see those tiny little things sticking all the way on the top of the building? Those things are called gargoyles. When it rains, water comes out of their mouth. The Smith and Young brothers were very, very superstitious. If you guys look at the lower portion of the building above the tree line, you guys gonna see some ugly looking faces. Those things are called grotesque. The reason why they put these ugly looking faces there is because supposedly they were of evil spirits and bad business. But they did not work. That same year that they completed this tower, 1929, that's when the stock market crashed, and that was the beginning of a really bad era. So 3 years later, the Smith Young Brothers had to sell this entire building for only $300,000. Building in front of us, that's the Behar County Courthouse. Oldest continuously operated courthouse in the state of Texas. It was built back in the year 1897.
That's where they do the tax sales for, like, you know.
But if you guys give me a favor, everybody look over here, everybody look at this one. This is a different angle to look at the tower we were just talking about. Some people said it looks like a giant boat. I ain't gonna see that just a little bit. Some other people said it looks just like the Titanic.
Yeah.
Nah, no, they got mental problems. Those people that say it looks just like the Titanic, some of them even say if they stay quiet long enough right about this area, they say they can even hear the horse of the Titanic. Nah, no, they have completely lost it. Back in the year 1921, we had a really bad flood right here in the downtown area. The water rise 10 feet above the street level, so the water rise 10 feet above the bridge in front of us. It killed over 50 people and it caused millions of dollars in damages. Then the floodgate system rearranged the flood channel. Everything was finally completed in the year 1941 at a cost of only $430,000. That's how the architect earned the title of Father of the Riverwalk. If you guys look at the bridge behind me, on top of the bridge, you guys gonna see some shiny looking things. Those things are locks. They call the bridge the Love Light Bridge. Oh, so beautiful. So what happens is couples get a lock. They put their initials on the back of the lock. They put the lock on top of the bridge, and then they toss the key down the river. Supposedly when they do that, it locks their love forever. But if you're not too sure about your situation, they also have combination locks. Oh my God. This is the biggest and oldest street right here at the San Antonio Riverwalk. So people say it's around 350 years old and 100 feet tall. You guys remember I told you we have two floodgates to keep this area away from flooding? This green structure in front of us, this is the second floodgate. Only two things that makes this floodgate different than the other one. One is that this one comes up from the top to the bottom like a car garage door. And two is that this one is over here and the other one is over there. Does anybody has any questions? No, good, thank you. Let's move on, everybody. Let's move on. Building in front of us to the left-hand side, right next to the bridge. Back in the year 1921, it used to be the CPS building. This is where San Antonians who come and pay their utility bills. I can tell that none of you guys want to talk about utility bills right now. Well, guess what? Me neither. I have not paid them in months. So instead, I'm going to talk about a cooler building. This tiny little building on my right-hand side is the Squire Tavern. This is the oldest spot right here at the San Antonio Riverwalk. They opened their doors back in the year 1933. In fact, they opened their doors as a fully stocked bar exactly 5 minutes right after Prohibition ended. 5 minutes before Prohibition ended, it used to be a barber shop. You guys see this boat right here on my right hand side? This is our second boat tour location. Some boat tour different location. Do you guys see the people inside this boat? Don't say hi to them. Those are pirates. You guys see the bridge over there in front of us? That's the famous Selena Bridge. Oh, so beautiful. If you guys don't know who Selena Quintanilla was, she was a really famous Tejano singer from Corpus Christi back in the years 1900s. 1900. I know. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like 71 years old now. This building right here on my left hand side, back in the year 1853, it used to be St. Mary's School for Boys. Only boys were allowed to come to this school back in those years. Who came up with that idea? Then the school got too big, they had too many alumni, they had to move the campus a few blocks away from here. Somehow, eventually, it became St. Mary College. Then this building reopened their doors back again in the year 1968 as La Mansión del Rio Hotel. But the building I really want to talk to you guys about is going to be the really tall building on the back of this one. Do you guys see the corner of the tall building up there? Okay, now that you guys notice a really tall building up there, I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. I'm gonna show you guys an optical illusion. That entire building up there is about to disappear. I know you guys are wondering how. All right, get ready. Here it goes. That entire building is about to disappear because we're about to be going underneath this bridge in front of us.
Oh my
Kidding me?
Everybody's like this.
And I'm like, oh, I see it.
Hello, what did I say? It disappeared. Nobody knows where it went. Nobody knows. As soon as we come out of the other side of this bridge, if you guys look to my left hand side, look as high as you can. It's gonna look like one freestanding wall in exactly 3 seconds. 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4. Last but not least, 1. Now that building right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's the next hospital. The next hospital was built back in the year 1930. In the year 1930, the next hospital was the first and only hospital in the entire nation to have air conditioning. No other hospital with air conditioning before this one. A lot of famous people have been born there. Carol Burnett, she's an actress, singer, comedian, she was born there. Michelle Rodriguez from the Fast and the Furious, she was born there too. Carol Baskin from the TV show Tiger King. She was not born there. The hospital closed their doors back in the year 2019. That building is empty for now. Building in front of us, Hyatt Regency Hotel. Year built 1981. Before they built this hotel, they had to do shadow testing. Why would they do shadow testing, Bob? That's because they didn't want this building to cast a shadow over the Alamo. After all the shadow testing was done, they realized that only 16 stories is the highest they could go, and that's where it sits at now. 16-story high hotel. That lobby of this hotel links the Riverwalk with the Alamo Plaza. If you guys walk to their lobby, you guys are gonna find one of the most beautiful lobbies right here at the San Antonio Riverwalk. They have a series of gardens, water fountains, and waterfalls. As I'm sure you guys already noticed, there's a lot of dining options in this area. For example, right here on my left-hand side, this is a mix between Mexican and American food. Around here, we call it Tex-Mex. Right here on my right-hand side, we got Mexican food. Right over there, we got Chinese Mexican. Over here, we have Italian Mexican. In that corner over there, you guessed it right, barbecue Mexican. I'm sure you guys already got that point by now. Welcome to San Antonio. Mexican food everywhere. There's like 25 Mexican restaurants in this little area right here all alone. How do I know that? I counted the other day. This tiny little building on my right hand side, right in the corner by the stairs, that's the Clifford building. Back in the year 1941, the architect of the Riverwalk, Mr. Robert Hugman, decided to put his office in this tiny little building on the river level. The only reason why he did that is because he wanted to show other business owners that this area was going to be safe from flooding. And guess what? It worked. Because not too long after that, finally, the first restaurant opened their doors here at the San Antonio Riverwalk in the year 1946. It's going to be Casa Rio on my right-hand side. Inside this river, there's a lot of fish, turtles, snakes, snails, crawfish, all kinds of animals. This lake sits underneath our city. That's where the water from this river comes from. Then this river travels about 225 miles south. It meets with the Guadalupe River, then travels another 18 miles south, then ends up in the Gulf of Mexico. This is a real river, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys get a better idea of what this Edward Aquifer looks like. I'm gonna tell you how big it is. It is 180 miles long. Yes, I said that, 180 miles long, and it goes anywhere from 4 miles to 21 miles wide, and that Edward Aquifer sits underneath our city. Now, I don't know how they come up with these numbers, but they said if it doesn't ever rain again, we should have enough water in that lake to last us for 100 years. But that's just for us here in San Antonio. Sorry, everybody else. You gotta find your own water, okay? If you guys look to my right-hand side, above the street level, you guys are about to see the second tallest observation tower in the United States, Towers of America, 750 feet tall. On top of the tower, they have an observation deck, a bar, and a restaurant that spins around every hour. Now, they say only the restaurant spins around, but I was up there one time for happy hour from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and the bar started spinning too. I was like, what? Back in 1981, there was a local kid named Tommy Johnson. He was 16 years old. He is the one who set the record for climbing their staircases the fastest. From the bottom to the top, he did it in 5 minutes and 18 seconds. That 16-year-old kid is now 59 years old, and his record still stands. I thought you guys worry about those stairs. They also have elevators in there. They got elevators. I like those better anyways. Alright guys, I'm gonna get serious for this because I am about to talk to you guys about the most important statue of all. And I'm gonna explain to you guys why I said that. Most important statue of all is this one right in front of us. This is called the Stargazer. She was gifted to us 2 years ago by a Mexican artist named Pedro Reyes. She is made out of volcanic rock. She is 16 feet tall. Can you guys see what she's holding in her hand? A star. That star is made out of marble. As we're getting closer to it, if you guys look at the center of the star, there's a tiny little hole in the center of the star. So she's looking inside that tiny little hole. She's looking through that tiny little hole. What she's trying to see, what she's trying to figure out, it's when the Dallas Cowboys are gonna make it to the Super Bowl. That's what she looks all sad. She's like, wait, I don't see nothing here. Let's get out of here. I can't believe you guys would say something mean like that. Some of you guys might notice it already that we are in the center of a building right now. This building we are being surrounded by right now, this is the River Center Mall, second largest mall here in San Antonio. Over 1 million square foot of shopping. Inside this mall, you guys are gonna find a Louis Vuitton store, that Gucci store, that Prada store, that Michael Kors. I see all the ladies looking around with big smile on their faces right now. But you know what? I was just kidding. They don't have any other stores inside here. The only store that I know they have inside here is the liquor store, okay? Now, if you guys are Lego fans, they do have Legoland. They have a Sea Life Aquarium. They even have an IMAX movie theater that has been playing the same movie for many, many, many years. The name of the movie is The Alamo, The Price of Freedom. You see this guy right here on my right hand side, the one that's holding the baby with the six-pack. That's Saint Anthony of Padua. He was gifted to us in the year 1968 by the country of Portugal. Saint Anthony in Spanish is San Antonio. That's who they named this city. That's who they renamed this river after as well. It represents the friendship between United States and Mexico. Somebody asked me one time, like, hey, pal, why does it look so twisted? I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I have no clue. Alright guys, it looks like we are back to where we started. If you guys know what it means this is the end of this boat tour. Please, everybody remain seated at all times. I will let you guys know when it's safe to stand up and exit the boat.
Alright guys, so we just completed our boat tour of the San Antonio Riverwalk. And I loved it. I'm happy that we decided to do it. Right, Rescue?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Tour guide was funny. So.
You want to just look at the picture? Alright, let's look at the picture which we took before we went on the boat.
Got y'all's photo right here.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again.